All right, Lambert Acres here, and we are going to be continuing our journey with the pawpaws. So we actually planted a bunch of pawpaw seeds, and if you remember a few years ago, we planted these. So these trees right here are actually about 2.5 years old total. And now we are going to transplant them. So what I did is I put them into plastic containers. You'll have to go back and find those videos if you want to like see the whole backstory, but planted them in a container, like a tote, basically like a tote. And then I broke the side of the tote because now you have to kind of tease them away from each other, which I'll show you that. But stay with me on this journey, and we're gonna watch these pawpaw trees grow and produce fruit. All right, so you are looking at the side angle here of the bucket, and the bucket's gonna fall apart here, so I'll try to, there you go. So you get a side view. So this is a shell of one of the pawpaw seeds. That's what it looked like originally. And now they have a big taproot, but they don't like the taproot messed with. So you kind of have to find a pawpaw tree and kind of wiggle, because they grow together as well on the sides. And then you'll wiggle it free, and then you'll kind of get it out that way. That's the best way I found. I already pulled 2 out. So I got one right here. And then I don't want to hurt their roots going to the side. So I'm just going to try to wiggle those out as well. So those would be really good for when I replant them. There's a lot of those shells. Those I planted about a few hundred pawpaw seeds in here. And a lot of them did not produce anything. The main root that I want is the taproot. So you're gonna get these side shoots off. Those are fine. If you have to bust those, it's not gonna hurt it that bad. But that main root, the taproot, that's the one you want. And I'm trying to get it without, usually you can, if you loosen the dirt up around it, there you go. It's wiggling out like a tooth. All right, there you go. See, this is that taproot. You're gonna get these side roots, that's fine. But that taproot, that's the one we want for the planting. So, really cool. Let me get the rest of these out and I'll show you what it looks like. So we ended up getting 10 trees total. Let me show you, but this is probably the biggest one right here. That's the root system of the biggest one. So now what we're gonna do is, of the ones we have in here that we're getting ready to plant right now, we're transplanting them. We are going to put about 2.5 gallons, 2 gallons of water in there just to wet the roots. And we're also gonna put on like a root boost on the roots. And we're also gonna add the soil that was in, that they grew in, so that way they can basically fill the whole hole, because I'm gonna make the hole a little bit bigger. So let's plant a few of these. And I also use the tree tubes, the Miracle tree tubes. I don't know if you guys have heard of those, but they are amazing. They keep things safe, and pawpaws do not like sunlight. So these actually keep the trees safe, keep animals away from them, but also keeps them from direct sunlight. So, and then I use a T-bar next to that. So let's get some water on the roots here, and then we will find a place to plant them. All right, so we started, but I kind of want to show you what it's going to look like. So we got this area here, and this is where we're putting the pawpaw trees. And I put 3 in tubes already before I figured I should actually record something. The rest of them are actually planted. Let's see, here's one of the ones that we just pulled out right in front of you. But that's the pawpaw leaf, and there's the tree. So they're all planted and they've been watered in, and then we just have to put the tubes on them. So this is how I water them in. Basically, I drew a real little tiny hole in a 5-gallon bucket. I fill the 5-gallon bucket up and it trickles out. That's how I water them in there. There's another one right there, and then last one right there. So, all right, you'll see them with tubes on them, but basically this is a little bit shadier over here, And the pawpaw trees, like I said, they like that little bit of shade here. So these are going to be pawpaw. And then on this side of the path, I'm going to, in between the pawpaws, so basically, let me get to where there's tubes already. So in between here, be right here, on that side, that's where I'm gonna put like a crab apple or something like that. So should be pretty interesting once it's all done. And then I'll be able to mow right down the middle with my tractor. So there we go, you'll see it when it's done. Okay, y'all, we finally did it. We planted our pawpaw trees. Boom, boom. We're gonna move kind of fast. It may get a little blurry here, kids. Boom. 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 And then the last three up here, we just put the tree tubes on them. Boom, boom, and boom. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw the sock on there. That just keeps the birds out of there, really. But there you go. I'm pretty happy getting it all done and set up just in time for fall, time for deer hunting season. But yeah, so hopefully they survive. And I didn't get them, you know, in a complete thing, but good enough to where, like, I'm gonna mow this center path. Pawpaws on one side, probably apple varieties on the other, and then the apple varieties will be in between. So basically right there. So should be pretty cool once it's all said and done, if they live, which we'll keep you updated. I mean, they've lived so far, so there you go. We'll keep you updated. There you go. Like, subscribe, share this video, share this channel. That's how this channel grows. And if you like these update videos from like the way back pawpaw stratification to now, let me know. All right, leave that in the comments. Just leave me a comment anyway for fun. Thanks, and God bless.